right now. That's right. Hello and a ho ho ho, Merry Christmas to yo. How's it going? Wait, no. This one. How's it going? Sometimes I get my circuitry mixed up, you know what I'm saying? But here we are on Christmas Day, and ho ho ho, and away we go. It is time to yo yo yo, and what do you got going on, if you know what I'm saying? Hope you guys are having a great holiday season. I know I am, and you're part of it, so that's right. I'm super excited to just be here chilling with y'all. We got a pretty good afternoon of planned out here. We're gonna make our spaceship to, well, the Santa Sleigh needs some development, and yeah, then we'll get our butts over to Aquilo for the very first Aquilo adventure on. That's right. So yeah, pretty excited about that. First, we're gonna take a look at this clock inserter thing that Mr. B here wanted to take a look at. But all in all, it's gonna be get to Aquilo and set that up as quickly as possible. Otherwise, so let's jump right into it. Oh, okay. One of my buttons didn't want to work, so that's fine, you know.
Like and subscribe.
You can just do that, and alright, anyways, here we are. So Mr. B, you wanted to take a look at insertion. Well, let's take a look here and see if I can demonstrate this. The clock is pretty simple. I think we need one more here. More space. So let's take this over here. Yeah, bud. Yeah, bud. So, and I think we want a chest just for the sake of a little bit of a buffer. So let's see here. So a clock is quite simple. You take a decider and you say A is less than 60, 50, no, 60, it's 60. Less than or equal to, I think is more exact, but why 60? Well, 60 is the tick rate of Factorio, right? So you have 60 ticks per second, and that's going to give us a signal every second. So then we need to, so we just say A is less than 60, and then we have the one signal being output, and we have the input signal being output. Now this is not doing anything on its own, but if we connect that clock, now if we count like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, it's pretty much exactly a second. I think it is with the less than 60. And that's because we connected its output into its input, right? So it just goes, it counts up to 60 and then it resets, because we're like, if it gets to 61, then boom, it's just resets right away. So that's the basic timer, and we can use this in a number of different fashions. But if we were to say, I don't know, what do we have a lot of that I want to just dump into a chest for purposes, for reasons? I don't know, rockets. Let's just dump a stack of rockets in here. Okay, and now they're doing this, but we want to control this, and we want to say enable disable. So now it's not going to do anything, but I also want to stack size this to 1. And then now, so here's where the magic lies, right? Like, this is getting a signal. If we say A is less than 0, it'll never go, but you'll see this clock counting, and you get 60 ticks per second in this clock. So you have that. So you need to just determine, like, how long do you want to wait between insertions, right? So if we want 1 insertion per second, we can just say equals 0. Actually, I think we'd have to do equals 1. And will it, it's actually enabling and disabling so fast that it's not picking anything up. So what we can do is we can say less than, for example, 20. Maybe let's try 10. There we go. There we go. So now every second it's putting one in here. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. And that's giving it just enough time to actually enable. So now if you wanted it every 2 seconds, for example, then you just double this to 120. And now it'll be every 2 seconds that it'll put one in there. So you can really, really tightly control how much is being put in there. Of course, setting that stack size and then setting this. And you could even use like some circuitry to figure out that number if you really wanted to. But yeah, does that make sense, B? Is that useful for the purposes that you're looking to use it for? Yeah, like is that good? Is that good? Yeah, cool. And I can even blueprint this, and I'll paste it to you in the Discord. It should be small enough that I don't even think I need to Factorio bin it. No, I don't think I actually exported it. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should still Factorio bin it just because it's kind of big. Or maybe I can, I don't know. I'll definitely post it in the Factorio channel. Yeah, exactly. So if you want it to be every, I don't know, 10 seconds, then you'd put 600. And you could use circuitry, of course, to like figure that out, right? So if you're like, depending on your circumstances, like you might want to just say, like you could do something like this where you have the seconds and you say 5 seconds, and then you controlling this by saying S times 60 equal to S again, and then you control this. Whoops. You put that into there, and then you can just change this to be S. And then now, you know, now you can just easily change this to be 10, and now you've got the same signal in there. And so you could definitely do that if you prefer that method. I tend to, depending on your circumstances, like I just prefer less less combinators. But yeah, again, depending on your circumstances, because if you had like a bunch of these, right, like you've got like 10 of these or something, and you want to make sure you want to have a dynamic control that you could, you know, control them all by well, I guess you would only ever really have one. I don't know, it depends. It really just depends on your use case for whether you'd want this part just multiplying a seconds value times 60. But yeah, it could be useful. So anyways, yeah, that's cool. Love to help. Love breaking down problems and finding a solution for them. It's super fun. That's what we're in this for. But let's take a look at Santa's sleigh here and see if we can get this thing on its way. And yeah, definitely the space sleigh. Santa's space sleigh. We'll probably change this after after Christmas. It'll be the New Year's Eve, I don't know, rockets? What are they called? Anyways. So yeah, I think we also wanted to get some like custom cargo facilities going on over here. So that's gonna be the next thing. So this is pretty cool. We're gonna end up designing this ship. I should really fix, how many cargo bays do I want? Hey Jar, thanks a lot for the train setup. Works for like a charm. 99 rare candies. Heck yeah, heckin' yeah. Love it when people are loving the train system. That's right, that's right. Don't forget red and green lamps on the sleigh. Yeah, we're gonna go. Good call. Yeah, thanks for joining, Rare. Yeah, love it. I'm using it at my own base here, and yeah, it's now perfected. There is the odd time where you'll get one train in here, and I guess even sometimes more trains for whatever reason. Oh, because I don't have parking here on the inputs, which I should have parking on my unloading stations. That's actually more important than on the loading stations. But I think because I have parking on the loading stations but not on the unloading station, it increases my chances of having some, not many, but some sitting here full of goods, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, because we started putting parking here, so oh yeah, I love these big mining drills. Anyways, so that's kind of cool. We actually got rid of this copper spot. There's still a bit of copper there, but we can manually clear that up. Oh, and this here, little bit of a eyesore, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay, we're never gonna get, Santa's never gonna deliver all the presents picking up old mining drills. Am I right? I just can't help myself. I see it and I'm just like, I just gotta go. I just gotta. Anyways. Eventually that'll be out of the base as well. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, and what we did yesterday, look at this. Yeah, I was like thinking about, I was like dreaming about this. I'm like, man, I gotta just put rockets and then just count how many rockets I end up expending, right? What is up with these things? They like launch themselves at me, like they're really that desperate? Just gonna double up our defenses a little bit. I really should blueprint this and just zip it down the entire thing. Boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? But, well, what could you do? Ho, 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 and a merry F-U, Gleba knots, Gleben stinkers. Anyways. Okay, so we have some cargo bays, which I think we want to launch those 5 epics, and what the heck, those rares as well. And that's how many we can get, so let's launch that up to Santa's Sleigh. And then we also want to get some of these slingers. Yeah, I think that should be enough. Maybe we'll need a few more, but we definitely want the epics at the front. And deliver that to Santa's Sleigh. We're giving Santa all the good presents here. And is there anything else that we actually want of a higher quality up there? Like, yeah, I guess the thrusters, but unfortunately I should really just be building them and just recycling any that aren't epic. I mean, here we got 3 uncommon crushers, but I guess for now the easy way is just to say, like, you know, give me 50. I think we were gonna build a little extra good recycler over there, but we just kind of jonesed on it and didn't do it. But let's see if we can get ourselves a few more good quality rocket parts for the sleigh. The sleigh should go fast. This is gonna be my new ship, so alrighty. What else can we upgrade here? Looks like we probably should upgrade some more batteries. I think we're all good though over here. Yeah, we're peachy. So let's take a look at Santa's Sleigh here, and let's get these cargo bays down. Am I right? Let's see here. Alt scroll. So I think we could go with like maybe this kind of a design. Well, first of all, I don't know, I've only got so many of these. Because, okay, so the point is we need our nuclear facilities, this is so cool. Never thought I'd be making nuclear in space, but like, here we are. And, I mean, this could be tucked off to the side a little bit because we just need one space there, I think, to get fuel in and out. So technically, yeah, fuel, like, this could be as far one way as we go, and maybe we even just like flip that and go here. Well, I guess that would be fine as long as we have like a belt to do this kind of thing, which we don't, I guess, if we do that. Well, maybe we do still. Let's just consider our options here for a second, because we can definitely do that, and who knows, but just considering that, yeah, you should have belts, not reds. You definitely don't need reds anymore. That was a bit of an error, I think, on my part. We could say 100 of those, and no, not importing. Yeah, no. Just pick them up. Just pick them up. And similarly here, 50 of those. Well, maybe 25 of those. I don't really know if I'm going to need splitters and undergrounds all that much. But let's dump these reds. That was a bit of an accident. Cool. So, yeah, anyone with experience making a nuclear facility in space, feel free to offer any insight. Definitely open to it. Okay, so heat exchangers then. I think that's going to be, what did I say, 7? I kind of like the... I kind of like that kind of design that I had here in Gleba. Right? But I don't think we can just plop this down. Well, definitely not. Oh yeah, it was 4 of those to 7. 4 heat exchangers store a lot of water. Good call, Eric. And how's it going? Merry Christmas. That's it's a good point. So I think we need 22,500, 250,000. Nice. Yeah. So I mean, I think the more difficult thing would be getting the heat. So I feel like maybe something like this would be really efficient space-wise. As long as we can... 1 nuke, 3 exchangers, 7 turbines, and a steam tank. Add solar to set it up to not use nuclear fuel unless you need more steam. Alright, yeah, I guess you want to store steam if you really want to be efficient. Well, I think the max for this is... First of all, why don't I have exchangers on the way? 25, okay. That'll be more than enough. I think I was going to place them manually, and I just never got around to it. Like, it really doesn't matter. Let's just get 50 of those as well. But yeah, like, so I'm pretty sure it's, because if you look at under my head here, it's like max consumption is 10 megawatts, and this thing will produce 40 megawatts. So it is 4 is the correct ratio if you really want to max it out. But then we also, like, we should store steam. I think that's a good idea. Although this, if you're storing steam, then the fuel that it takes to get your reactor up to 500 degrees is then wasted, right? So, like, wasted, no, but like, let's say you got up to 800 degrees with, I don't know, maybe it's 3 or 4 fuel, and then you store the steam, but then once it gets below 500, then there's, like, I guess it's still, I don't know, it's tough to say, because if you were storing steam, it's it depends how much power you really are requesting to make it, to know if it's worthwhile to actually... Whoa, what the heck? Oh, that must have been another egg in my pocket. What the... Oh, is this an older save? What's going on? Anyways, it'll stay at 500 because the heat exchangers can't make steam. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, that's brilliant. That must have been an older save with that in my pocket. Anyways, So yeah, that's a good point. So if it doesn't use the heat, then it will stay out of the kitchen. Actually, anyways, what am I doing over here? Yeah, so you're right. I think we should store the steam. I think that's a brilliant idea. The heat exchangers can't make below, so it will not go below the 500 threshold that we need. Do we have these pipes yet? Yes, we do. And that's literally all we should ever need. And then if we just do this, we can't quite do that because that'll mix, but we can almost do that by doing this. Then we're starting to get a really nice tight little module of steam over here. Am I right? And we just need these steam engines, which I hope I didn't. Okay, all right. Rocket capacity 10. That's all right because we're not going to need much more than that. Well, let's see. Let's see how this could look if we do some research. No. If we put this like this, then just how is this going to look if we have the steam here, for example? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess it is 7. So like we could have a really cool design, cool looking design if we did this. Like that looks like a sick nuclear reactor, am I right? Like that's 8 though, which is, but if we took one of these out and we just stored steam in there, do we think that that would be enough? That would probably be enough. That is a beautiful design, am I right? And that's like perfect efficiency. The only thing is we're not storing water yet, but we will also need water for fuel production. I think I haven't actually looked at the new recipes that we've unlocked for advanced thruster. Oh yeah, we need water. Well, if we are storing steam, it can technically use more than produced in burst use cases. It can technically use more. We are storing steam. It can technically use more steam than produced in burst use cases. Right, I guess, because, well, how much can these take? 60, 60, 60. So 60, well, can we rate calculator this? So the steam, yeah, 420 is what it can consume. Right, because 7's just a little bit more. Just a little bit more than you can consume, which is great. Because then, yeah, like in burst use cases, I don't think we would ever... we're probably overthinking it. Like, I don't think we're ever going to actually use a full 40 megawatts. So, but it is worthwhile to have maybe some solars on here. I don't know, maybe not. Like, this ship is going to be basically my ship to go anywhere, and I'm going to copy and paste it to go to... I want more storage, but I'm going to copy and paste it to be an import-export ship for everything Aquilo. But for now, I just want it to be like the main ship that I use to get there. So, but yeah, so this stuff takes a lot of water as well, and I think there is. Oh, whoops! Should probably add a tag here and just call it. How do we add a tag? There we go. No, Shift Alt Control X until you put foundries on the ship. Oh yeah, which we should definitely do actually, because we're definitely going to use foundries. And how much is Man the 8 power. Yes, 2.5 megawatts. But we should only need like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 maybe. But yeah, so capacity is 5. So let's request 5 here. And let's just get them straight from Novice. We've got that there. Do we have crushers? We do not have crushers yet, but we should maybe have a few of the uncommons and a rare. Should we use a rare crusher? Crafting speed 1.6. Yeah, I think we could. So let's just get that. I don't know how many crushers we're gonna need, but we could definitely slap a rare crusher. 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 or like 69. I don't know, but we'll need a lot of them, I think. And did we get any more thrusters? So it looks like we're gonna use uncommon thrusters for this, which would be nice. Let's deliver that to Santa, and let's also deliver more of these thrusters to Santa. Maybe we'll need 7 thrusters, which would be pretty nice. Gleba, Einstein. Whoa, what are you doing, Einstein? Chill, Einstein, chill. You don't have repair packs, man. You should be requesting repair packs from Novice, I guess. How much repair packs can a woodchuck chuck? 100 capacity for repair packs. Like, that's just seems weird. I've got 30,000. That seems like an error in judgment. Where are repair packs even being made? Over here? Oh yeah. Less than... Wait. Oh, that's because they're all like in the system, right? There's probably repair packs all over the place. I'm curious. There's only one spot? Well then where are the repair packs? Anyways, this doesn't really matter. They're probably all in the yeah, oh yeah, they're all just chilling there. Is that a thing? Outpost? Yeah. Anyways, okay. So we should have some. Did we get crushers? I think that's what I kind of started spacing out for. Crushers. Control F. Yeah, I controlled F and they didn't come up. They don't come up when they're in yeah, there we go. We're still crushing these noobs. They don't come up when they're inside of the roboports. So anyways, so it doesn't look like we got any more. I'm still gonna let's just keep going with this. I'll figure out the recycling aspect later, but it would be cool. Didn't I send up some crushers? Got 10 on me. I should just like all of these. Yeah, sorry, Asteroid Collector Uncommons. You were good to me, but your time is over. Yeah, I did get some crushers there. Which we don't even need. I don't know why I'm thinking about crushers when we should be thinking about... Well, we can put more cargo capacity. I think we want like a lot of cargo capacity. Didn't I send those up? What's going on with that? Oh, they're rare. Would you look at that? We are up here riding in style. And that's all we have. Okay, maybe not that stylish. Calm down there. Calm down. But we do have some more. We got 10 more. Yeah, we can easily ship up 10 more. Not a problem at all. There we go. Deliver that to Santa. We've got presents, Santa. Oops. I requested the green ones, which I don't even want, so... Yeah, on the way. 20. Dang it! I shipped them up when they were automatically being shipped up. Good job. That's the way we roll. Okay. So, anyways, asteroid collectors, all that jazz, that's good, because we just want to think about power. And we need water, which we're gonna need. Ooh, this doesn't take this. Well, wait, how much is this? For example, 150. Oh no, that's how much comes out. So it's only 10 water per second. I'm guessing similarly for the advanced. Yeah, so 10, 10. And how much can this potentially consume at maximum? Is 10 per second. So this is 40. And wow, this makes a lot more thruster fuel. So that's really cool. Because if we're looking at thrusters, I have what? Uncommons, I think? Hey, that wasn't nice. Yeah, there we go. Let's just stick one down here for a second. Yeah, because at max consumption, it wants 150. And if I want to run it at maybe a third of the speed, then we could have 50 times 7 would be 350. So we'd need, well, I think if we had 6 might be the go-to just based on, well, we can module these up so that we're getting more than 150 per machine. And then we could have 2 machines and maybe 3 maybe 3 is best, 3 of each of them, just so that we can have 7 and continuously go at the same time. But anyways, all of that being said, I think we could... Is this sufficient storage? I think so. I think I'm probably overdoing it on the storage. We could probably get away with a row less of these. What do you think, XO? You got experience getting Aquilo. Should we have a bit less? I guess we don't need modules, but I probably requested them up. We don't need these modules, these old modules yet. Module limits. We want the actual modules and beacons. I don't think I want... Well, let me turn this off first and just take a look at modules and beacons and see if that's what I want. That's not exactly what I want, but maybe we can get production 3. We should be able to get production 3. I'm curious actually how many production modules we have in the various qualities. Oh, okay. We actually have... we've got... Those are easy to make, but we do have uncommon productivity module 3s. So do I want to ship them up here? Not really. Do I have a stash of them myself? I do. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I should probably upgrade all of these. There we go. Storage. We sent a ship the size of a starter ship to Aquilo with over 250 turrets and 50 arm. Good to know how much storage. God knows how much storage. It was a make everything but stone ship. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's maybe like... Right. Like, actually, I think we were thinking about that. I was thinking about that before, is like... How do I... Can I make this... Should I make this ship? This is going to be more of a delivery ship. I think we're actually good with just this for storage. Like, this is... Yeah, this is a lot. But I know the one thing we need to bring there is concrete, right? Yeah, so maybe we're right just to have this. Where are we going to get concrete? And it's regular concrete, right? Like, it's not the refined concrete that we need. It's the regular concrete, if I'm not mistaken. So we should maybe start shipping that up to Santa already. Let's make a section here and call it... Well, we already... Hold on. We already have a new planet necessities. We just need to change the icon now. We only go to a new planet once, so I'm fine with that. New planet necessities. Oh, well, no. New planet necessities. Is it empty? What's going on here? Or is there another one? Ah, new planet necessities. We just need to control click enter when we change the name, right? So there we go. wait, I control clicked it. Oh, because there's already that one. Did I just delete my... It did, didn't it? Dag nabbit. Okay. Only on Fulgora we don't need... I think any ground covering concrete works. Oh, okay. Because, like, I've got tons of refined concrete at... it's ice. It's so ice doesn't melt. Right. Oh, okay. Does the actual, like, platform that you're using, like, melt? Because, like, I don't have a problem making... Right? But what can you do? Because, like, I mean, I don't have a problem, that's what refined concrete has built-in insulation. I guess. I don't know. So how much am I storing here? Not very much, actually. I should be storing a full... unthrottle this bad boy. There's no reason to throttle it. And not throttle... and that was an accident, but that's okay. I know how we could use up some of that concrete. Did I shift click my thing around? Here we go. Let's go with another pavement over here. Gotta look like a rocket ship, right? Symmetry, long, boom. Rocket ship, not anything else. Keep your mind out of the gutter. Okay. How are we doing on power in the planet? Oh yeah, no problem at all. So if we're getting back to Santa Claus, we gotta keep going on this ship. We gotta keep actually building this ship because otherwise we're never gonna get to Santa Claus to the North Pole. Let me see here what is the center? Just to keep an eye on the center because this design is not actually symmetrical. And then we're gonna need hence iron rods. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and so probably less of an R value. We need to just remove that for a second. We're gonna need more space back here. I'm gonna estimate approximately this amount of space. Is that enough? How many of these do we have? Not many. She's gonna be a biggin. Definite biggin. Yeah, Santa, come on, we gotta go. Like, the kids are expecting presents, and we're not even halfway to Aquilo yet. Oh, wow. 6 things are destroyed. Let's see how this one fares up. Medium Stomper gets popped. Yeah, they're getting scary on Gleba. We need to get over there to Aquilo and make turrets, rebar turrets, as soon as possible. Where's all this stuff going? Are you just flying it into... Are you just putting it into a box? Why are you putting it into a box? I think it's because... Yeah, this is probably a little bit of an issue here because you are... Yeah, you're right there. You're being problematic. And you too, I think. Because I changed one of them and not the other one. So that was probably a huge oversight that was just making our bots work their butts off for no reason at all. But that's fine. And also straining the system and making extra spores for no reason at all. So, anyways. Yeah, we need to pave all of this and nuke them at the same time. But anyways, I have like serious rebar turrets. Yeah, sounds like railguns to me. That's exactly what I need in my life right now. Is railguns. Okay, Santa Sleigh is doing things. We're good. Santa Sleigh is happy. So yeah, love this nuclear design. But what are we gonna do with it? Well, we want to take a look at our think we had uncommons. Our this thing design. I think we were gonna do something like this. Maybe we can do 3. Right? Like 6 seems like a good number. 3 doesn't quite work. I don't really like 3. We need 4 spaces. Right? Because now it's centered. Great. So, yeah, and then like we could have another one, but you know how it is. I mean, we could just have another one. We could just have another one right in the middle. Like, why not? I don't know. I guess it's a consumption rate. We just gotta have another one in the middle. Like, come on. I guess we're missing 2. Let's see how many more thrusters we've since developed. None? Are you slacker? 100. Give me some. I really should set up this recycler. And just like I said, like just keep recycling these until we get the amount of rares that we want. And not even split these chests. Ooh, we got an epic crusher. Maybe I'll send that up there. I can do some of the crushing. Alright. And yeah, let's go fast. Go fast. I'm trying to go real fast because I want to actually get. That was an entire waste of a rocket, but I'm trying to go real fast, but not too fast. Me personally. There we go. Yeah, so would you go faster? Would you go fast? Because I want to go real fast. And if we're not going real fast, we can still design at the same time. So I think I am a fan of storing thruster. But if we're storing it, that means we have to, you know it, put a clock on it. And I guess this whole side kind of needs to be connected. Basically like this. It's probably a nicer way to do it, but I like this symmetry involved here. And maybe we pump it there, and then we do something like this. I mean, then what about chemical plants? Can we just have these go like... Could have this kind of right in there? Well, that one works. Because, and I think that was the max that we want. Then that kind of works. But that doesn't work. Okay. Maybe we do something like this. Really don't want to have 2 pumps, but maybe we can have 2 pumps. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's literally what I just came from in terms of design choices. Like, I don't know. I mean, Avadi made a good point that like you don't really need it, but I don't know. There's just you know me. Like, if you know me, you know me. I just can't help myself. I think there might be another option here. We're kind of like doing this and then doing this, which I think is something I've done in the past. Right, and then maybe we could even just move that down, but then how do we get the fluid into there? Kind of like this. Well, that doesn't work, but maybe kind of like this. And then we got this going on. Efficiency is paramount. Yes, I mean, if you look at my egg harvesting, you probably get that about me at this point. I just love efficiency. It's just what I do. Plus, I like being able to have. Ooh, did I actually make a a rare thruster. How about that? Speed is efficient. Speed is efficient, but if you want to be able to store... What's going on here? Steel? Is steel being a problem? How is steel being a problem? I made like unlimited steel. What's going on over here? Calcite? Who is what now? Alright. You're giving me problems, aren't you? No, you're waiting for the calcite to come up. So... we're just consuming calcite at a speed that is a bit of an issue, actually. Yeah, I think I said I was gonna I should drop these. Maybe I could half this. This is supposed to be an import from Gleba, actually. So that was weird. Yeah, because he's real full. Like, is it just not gonna fit in here? Stacks, we need 10 stacks. So actually, yeah, we're not gonna fit. And you're currently at Vulcanus. So I think if you just drop these, then we're totally cool with that. Like, don't worry about it there, bud. And even the uranium, like we could drop that. Uranium shells. And then maybe these will actually come in. I don't know. So just like they're just like not. Why does it seem like they're just not launching? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? What's going on with that? Well, it looks like you got it. That's why. They were in the air when we looked at that, so... I think when it comes to you going to Gleba, I don't think I'm going to worry about that. You can just go straight to Novice, because... Yeah. Because we need that steel right now. Hey, how did you spawn yet again? Do I have eggs on me? No, I don't have eggs, right? I don't have any eggs anywhere. Probably had another egg in my inventory, I guess. Anyways, that was weird. Okay, back to designing Santa. Santa. Yeah, so I really like the idea of storing fuel, because then if you want, well, I guess it's like, well, if you want to go real fast, then just storing fuel in between is probably totally cool. But with the thruster control, I can control how fast I want to go. So, I don't know. Is it worth it? Probably not. Probably not. Let's just kind of keep an eye on this design here for a second. And then we want 3 of these, I think was the goal. Right? Like, it is pretty nice if you just have this. Like, you just have that piped right in there. Then you don't even need... But you could also just store... Right? Like, that. No, nothing wrong with that. Like, that's pretty nice. Pretty compact. And the best of all, symmetry. Am I right? Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. That might be one of those things. I think we're gonna have to send up at least a few solar panels just to jumpstart this thing. I dig it. Yeah. Right on, right on. I think I'm just going to say 2,000 here also, just maybe get a little bit more. solar panel production to see if we can get some better quality. Oh, there goes all my good modules. I don't think I have any more of those. Oh, I was like, don't tell me that's more hatching eggs coming out of nowhere to haunt me. Oh, I do have eggs. See? Why do I have eggs? I don't know. But when there's eggs, there are burner towers. Why do I have eggs? Was I requesting eggs? I'm requesting it. I'm requesting one egg. Oh man. No, please don't trash unrequested. Yeah. So I'm like literally just holding one egg in my pocket just to F with myself. Like, so anyways, did we get any more thrusters? We did get one more, and we do have a rare one, so I don't know, maybe we'll send up a rare one. But with our boy here, we do have all uncommon, so that's nice. Yeah, I dig this too. I'm just gonna think like, then we could do water like this, which would probably also be quite nice, other than the fact that it doesn't, yeah, of course you are. Of course you're requesting one single egg. Where did that egg go? Dag nabbit. Well, if it doesn't, it should get requested in. No, it won't get requested into this chest. And we don't want to request. No, I guess we have a storage chest specifically for eggs here. So there we go. It actually just, if you saw it real quick there, it just got thrown into this trash, into the burner. So like, that's the brilliant thing about it, is about this system entirely, is that this one's kind of important. The storage chest, kind of like a passive request for any eggs that don't get requested specifically, that will just end up going in there. 16 science. Oh yeah, your fault. We should do some research, right? What should we do here? I'd like to do something. Let's do artillery shell range. Sure, why not? We got a lot of that volcanist science going on. All right, Santa, we're trying not to ignore you, but it's difficult. All right. Okay, and then so ice, what did I say? This is 30. Be careful with the quality thrusters. The faster you go, the ammunition you lose. I lost a few. Ah, interesting. Good call. Let's take a look at this. Consumption thrust that it generates. Ah, because with the quality, the faster you go, the ammunition, the more ammunition you'll lose. Yeah, so if I had like rares, then like, wow, we could really blast some thrust. But I think the thing is that I think the great thing about the quality is that we can control it with thrusters, which I really want to control the thruster fuel that goes in here. If we do this, then we could basically just do this. Like, this is a pretty nice. Ah, dang it, I already tried that. Let's go with maybe this. Like, I don't know, this is a bigger ship, so we can probably get away with that kind of thing. But maybe we want 2 things of thruster fuel, so we could do like something like this, and then like just like that. Well, I mean, but then this, right? Although if we do, no, we simply cannot. If we did this, maybe there's something here. Hold on. No, there's really nothing. There's nothing here. Right? Like, there's nothing with this design. We could just kind of think about this for a second, because if we just leave this and then have these kind of here, we can even come one in, right? And actually, like, no, we can't because of this. Egnabbit. That's the closest we could go. Means this would be here, which is still like not totally terrible of a design so far. If we could, I don't know. And this one doesn't matter, but it's still nice to just have the symmetry going on. Well, that's obviously not very symmetric, I guess, because we have to go one out there. Oops. We'll make sure it's symmetric later. But if I just copy this, then like this could go here, and that wouldn't matter at all. Except that this is trying to go in with water there, but I don't think that's an issue. If we said oxidizer, and then set that there, like it doesn't matter that this is connected because it's not going to input the thruster. So like again, this is just such a beautiful design that I would love to. Yeah, like this actually could work, right? Am I overlooking something horribly obvious on this design? I'm just trying to think, maybe we could go like this. Oh, I mean, we don't need this pump, but maybe just for symmetrical purposes, we do something like this. Ooh la la, I think I'm in love. I mean, we could just do another storage tank here, right? Ooh, I think I'm really in love. Am I overlooking something obvious? Right, so the thruster fuel goes in here. We've got the tanks. And then we've got the controller, which will effectively control our speed. I mean, we could control our speed another way too, right? But then we could potentially have, we could potentially have water like right in here. Which means that, ooh, this is what I'm overlooking. Really. Right? But this could probably just bump one up. Right? Like, not the prettiest situation over here. If you're going to meter the thrusters, you want to check the efficiency graphs in Factoriopedia. You will start using fuel and oxidizer at different rates. Oh, really? Start using them at different rates? See, I didn't think that was possible. I thought it was impossible. But yeah, there's room here for Christmas lights, so that's a good thing, I guess. And maybe this could just get hooked in. Right? Like I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still a fan of this design. So we did fix it. And then if we're doing up to 30, 60 water plus 40, like 100 water. So we need 5 of these to fully satisfy what we're trying to do here. But 4 is probably enough. Oh, we got to get stuff in and out of these. That's probably the issue that I'm overlooking. Terribly so. Right? Yeah, so hold on. Maybe we can still salvage this design. With, like... Well, and let's just see here. Okay, so calcite we gotta bring in, I guess, by belt, right? Like, how do we even get calcite into here? Would you not request things, please, anymore? I think I have... Yeah, we've got the uncommons, so... We'll look at this. Just got a slightly faster crafting speed, so that's it. Which is nice. But then if we're looking at, do we even want advanced asteroid crushing? Because this is going to take 1 and give us 10. And this is going to take 1 and give us 20. So we actually don't want the advanced for this purpose. They're coming in hard on Gleba at this point. Come on, come get it. What are these? I don't know, sting fawns? Whatever. I mean, we're still surviving, but we're basically just surviving by being destroyed and then repairing. Okay, so anyways, this is going to give us 14. This is on the wrong side. Anyways, 14 per second. This can, oh, like nothing. Like basically nothing. So I mean, the amount of power that we use to power a more advanced crusher is probably not even worth it. Did we end up shipping regular ones up here? Yes, we did. So let's just take a look here for a second. It uses the same power. I think that's the advantage, is that the crafting speed is higher, but the power usage is the same. So if we were to look at this and say like we'd have to probably just belt it. Maybe we could do something like this. And then we could like belt it just down to there. Nope. Why did I think that would work? Well, if we... I mean, water's not coming in yet anyways, but if we skip these two, then wherever water comes from, we could potentially get them into here. And then this could be here. With this one maybe here. Right? But then we still need to get that one in, which we can't. We really need... This could be here. It could be. Or even here. Like, actually, that's totally fine. If it's here even, then we can get those two. Then we could just kind of get that one down to there. I mean, that could work. It's certainly way... Like I said, this is way more, like, this is trying to create 14.3 iron ore per second, and we're only trying to consume 0.6. Way more than we need. But we'd be able to, I think we'd be able to almost fully, like, we'd be able to just continuous fly with this type of design. And so let's just kind of take this and flip it and see what this looks like on the other side. So again, 7 point something, like way more than we need. Did you quit it over there on Gleba? This whole mission right now is to go and eliminate those Glebensteins. That's literally all I'm doing this for right now. Ho ho ho, and a railgun to the face, you Glebenauts. Okay, and then basically we could do, I don't know, I mean, just getting a little crazy for a second. We need water. So just to give us an idea here, we need water, and we want to store water also. So we got our steam storage tanks. But our water, like, where should we store water? Should we store it kind of here? Probably not. Something tells me that that's a bad idea. But should we store it here? Like this? That also doesn't quite work out as nice as I would like it to. But, you know, this could work. And should we store only 6 though? Or should we store like way more? And then how are we going to get water in here is still, I mean, that could work, right? Like, it's not ideal, but maybe with the right like that. I don't know. That still doesn't work. I mean, this flashing light stuff here is getting a little annoying. Maybe I should send up some solar panels. Yeah, send me up some solar panels and a few of those. Sure, just get them up to Santa. Probably keep those on there. Thrusters, yeah, we got all the thrusters we could possibly want. In fact, I'll put those back. Spoilage, we could eat a little bit of Bioflux. Just Christmas snack, you know. Okay, so where are we with this? Time and asteroids is how I managed to get it done. Shipping ice up is too expensive. Only Fedora is efficient when it comes to ice going to platforms. Right. Yeah, I don't really think I would like to ship ice up. Anyways, let's kind of rethink this for a second. Because if we could get this straight across, that would be really, really nice. Now, we still need one spot. That also doesn't work. Doesn't quite work. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is like, go right over there, connect to those two. Then we still kind of need to do that, which doesn't allow us. Well, what if we just did this one here, right? Well, that also doesn't work. You'd need to be here to make that connection. But maybe that's the point. My best harvesting of ice was going between Gleba and Vulcanus. Yeah, that's cool. Isn't there a graph that shows oxoid, medium oxide? So right in the middle is like quite a lot. And medium oxides, yeah, so seems like it. The purples, 8 per meter at 7, and this one is also 7 per meter. Okay. Yeah, maybe we're gonna have to do something about Gleba, because these Gleba evolutionists are, I don't know, getting on my nerves. We're gonna have to just stick nukes in these turrets, I think. But yeah, that's an interesting thing to look at here. Like, so big oxide asteroids we start to get when we're going to Aquilo, which when we're getting close to Aquilo is the big oxides, which would give you the most ice. But otherwise it is anything between Gleba Gleba and Fulgora actually looks pretty good too, like right in the middle of there. So that'd be kind of funny if you just like kept going back and forth in the middle of that transition. You'd probably be totally good. But yeah, anyways, interesting perspective, interesting point. So I think the thing I was looking at here is like, okay, what if we just did this? And then like, I don't know, does that work? That probably works, right? Maybe he ain't pretty, but it definitely is works. Okay. I dig it. The business end over here, getting things done. Oh yeah, and we were gonna put some solar panels up here so that it stops yelling at us for power. Should be good. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Great, so those get placed on there and then they get connected into those. Everything's got water here, which is all fine and dandy then. And like we probably could, well, let's think about how we're gonna make water actually. So these two would be probably the most ideal. But I don't think that's gonna be sufficient because that's only gonna make 20, that's only gonna make 40 water per second. Whereas I think like this alone will take 40 water, and maybe we can split up the water production. I don't know. Or what we could do is even like this could go here, and then we could just like literally have a belt down here, right? And then that kind of gives us a little bit more space. Yeah, and there's still room to kind of do this. And then we just, of course, need to filter this one. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. The goods. But yeah, I guess that doesn't really buy us more space. Sort of. I guess that does give us 3. Well, I guess I have to do the same thing over here, right? In order for it to really matter. But that doesn't give us any more. It gives us 1 more space. So that being said, like, I guess we would want to probably put this like here. Because how many are we trying to get is the question. Enough to get to Aquilo as soon as possible so that we can get railguns. We got to say hi to Santa today. I mean, that's like, we got to do it. So I think we're trying to get 5, right? Because ideally, if these all take 60 and these take 40, like, we'll probably not, you know, it'll probably work itself out in the end. So maybe this is just right. We'll have all our batteries here, I guess. But because then we can do this, and that'll actually connect them all. So, I mean, there's nothing too wrong with that. Ooh, this actually makes a bit more ice, doesn't it? Oh no, it makes calcite. Okay. Ah, so that's interesting. So if we can get calcite going on here somewhere, then we don't really want to be crushing the asteroid chunks. Well, let's see. Let's do both and just see what their per second is. Yeah, this one's got a lot more ice per second, but we also need calcite. So we really just need, yeah, 3 per second. These take kind of 1 per second. So if we can have both of these here, then that will be just fine and dandy. So I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty epic looking like back end, if you know what I'm saying. Now let's just make sure that we actually finish this off. This is back or Gleba, aren't you? Aren't you guys like tired of trying to? Ooh, this bigger, the biggins. That's why. Cool. Guess we could get some more Teslas and chill. More rockets, everything. I don't know. Artillery finished. We should probably just start artillerying the crap out of them. I don't know if that would make it worse or better. What do you guys think? Would that make the Gleba situation better or worse? Let's get asteroid productivity. That seems like a good thing to get. Maybe even 2 of them. Okay. I kind of hate that this is just 1 off, but I mean, it still looks great, so. So from here, I mean, we might even be able to have this here. No, not quite. Banana, how's it going? How's it going, Banana? Right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That actually is maybe a little bit more efficient use of the space, I think. Horse apiece? Yes. Bananicus is saying it would make it worse, right? What's my next move, Bananicus? And by the way, welcome to the show. Horse apiece, yeah. that's excellent. That's excellent. Iron ore on that one. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that makes it a little bit. It would do something. It would make it better. Or would it make it worse? I don't know. We'll see. Lots of space for Christmas lights back here. And I think we're good on this. I'm digging the design. Maybe we don't need 3 things of fuel tanks. We got a lot of storage, I guess, is the point here. Now, we do need to get water back to here. So this is kind of interesting. Now, I didn't really think about this, but we should be able to get water. Like, I guess if we just hold on a second here, we can get water over there, but how? I think we could do it right here, actually. I don't think there'd be an issue with that. And that almost gets it back there. And we'll probably end up moving, better take a 1 big hit than a lot of little. Yeah, you're definitely right, actually, Banana. I like that vibe, and I think I'm going to try to capitalize on that. I don't think we're making the artillery shells here yet, though, which I do have an artillery shell blueprint that should be easy enough to make. Right? Like, we got artillery shells here somewhere. Let's just blueprint this. Make it a bit easier, I think. I think I want to blueprint that, and then just take out that, and probably that, and even that, and just call this artillery. Shells. Artillery shells. And away we go to Gleba. And what do we need for this? We need water, which we've got. We've got rockets right there. She's a bit of a big one. We're going to put it somewhere else. Maybe we should put it near water. I mean, we could put it... We could probably just put it right here. Sure. We got water close by. Right? And then we just need to request these things in rather than getting them... Where is our water? Right here. Yeah, instead of getting these belted in, we're gonna request them in. I don't know why I've got these here. I don't think we need those. Actually, I think we did. Sort of need the higher capacity ones. But we can do something else instead. We can just do this. We're missing some modules. But I think we should have actually regular speed modules. Yeah, we should have those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we do have that. We've got this. I was just requesting some of this. This just needs to be iron. We can just make a little requester chest there and then shove that out there. And similarly, I think this can just be a requester chest of circuits. And this was iron. Right, and this is coal. This is coal and sulfur, which I think was what? One of these other belts, wasn't it? This one, yes. Do we really not have coal though? Oh yeah, I've got coal, no problem. 2,000 coal. Let's actually increase this to 200. I don't know if we're gonna need that, but yeah, and then same thing with this. And we should start to see ammo production here. I think if I check my requester, I shouldn't actually be requesting in ammo. Yeah, I'm not anymore, so that's good. Cool. Nuclear fuel. Do we really need nuclear fuel anymore? Not really. Definitely not on Gleba imports. On Novice exports. I think I'll leave it for now. But yeah, okay, so we should be actually building these, and we are. So that's great. And these should just request from buffer chests. And then we should just be able to like copy and paste this and say F you, ya Glebenstein scum. See on the places where they're making me the angriest. I mean this, yeah, oh yeah, they're shooting already. See their turret range. Oh, it's big. That range is huge. So those two spots basically will essentially clean everything up around us. I think I'm just gonna put another spot like over here. And then I'll just kind of push that out. Yeah, oh yeah. Big range we got. Yeah, and maybe because of the time that it takes. What's going on here? Radars? How are we getting radars? I think it's just a matter of 2.5 per second. Let's use the rate calculator. That's what we have it for. We actually have more than enough machines for the radars, but we're missing gears. What's consuming gears though? Oh, we actually, yeah, we're missing more than half the gears, so maybe we need like more gears. Yeah, and this is not working right now with the. We need to request like maybe 1,000 even. Like we need a big chunk of that, and maybe even a stack inserter there. We actually don't need these. Yeah, that's right. Deliver me a nice fat stack. Yeah. There we go. And maybe we can just like stack in and stack out here as well. And should we have these be even faster? Is that a thing? This one's like 12.5, so maybe we could just make these a little bit faster. Screw efficiency, I want speed. And boom, there we go, 7.5. So that's a much better ratio, I think, for what we're trying to get here. And that should help us get closer and closer to our artillery goals. Yes. Closer, but still not exactly right. I love my legendary spoilage. Yeah, buddy. That helps you get legendary efficiency 3 modules, right? So that's pretty cool. How do you get legendary spoilage? Do you just like roll on fish or something? Or I don't know, something that spoils fast? Probably nutrients, right? Like you probably want to roll. I guess nutrients spoiling, you'd have to, if you had legendary nutrients, does it spoil into legendary spoilage? I guess so, right? I mean, don't I have radars building over here? I could probably request some in to augment my radar. Anyways, I don't think it matters. Legendary stuff spoils into legendary spoilage. Ah, okay, cool. Thanks. Kind of figured that would be what happens. There we go. Now we're actually getting all of them. Yeah, we've literally got stacks. These should probably not be stacked, actually. I think that was a little bit of an oversight. A little bit of a ambitious error, if you will. Yeah, because then they'll spread out more, which is what we want. Yeah, there we go, there we go. But yeah, she's going. Anyways, okay, space, Santa, space, choo-choo. Okay, so yeah, we may actually just make this a slightly closer, because you want legendary biter eggs anyways for modules, so you can use a little to make nutrients, which are also used for legendary pentapod eggs for biochambers. Yeah, because then you can like circulate the legendary. As soon as you got like one legendary pentapod egg, then you can really start the cycle, right? Because you can just dupe them as legendary to legendary, and then once you can use them for nutrients, because you can use these for nutrients too, right? Maybe not. If you ever go for quality stack inserters, you'll probably get spoilage too. Right. Okay, so where are we at with this? I think we've got everything basically solved. Like we got our power, We've got our water. We've got our... Should we have dedicated water for nuclear, though? Maybe? Maybe that was... Because, like, maybe we should separate the water production, but I kind of don't think so. Maybe we can just, like, we can do some circuit stuff to, like, turn off. Well, we'll always have some... We will have some solar panels anyways. We're not going to purely rely on the nuclear. But that being said, I think I'm pretty happy with the back end. I think we need to get to the front end if we're even going to get to Aquilo today. And that means... it's like, do I want to be doing like reprocessing and stuff here? I don't think so. I think I'm going to, though, actually request, hey, Bananicus, do you know if like refined concrete is something? Should I take refined concrete or regular concrete to Aquilo? Actually, I want stronger explosive first. Solar power, Aquilo. So it as a emergency backup. Right. That makes sense, because otherwise, like, ship could kind of get curbed. I wish you could move the hub when building a ship without deconstructing everything. Yeah, that would be cool. So maybe we just say, like, you need refined concrete for a crafting recipe. So you can use, like, so maybe I want to bring both, but like refined concrete, right? Which, like, the cost, they're both the same stack size, I guess. Rock capacity 100. Yeah, like the cost for me is free over here because I've made, like, I don't know, I made this device which, like, just makes unlimited concrete with no input at all except power. Yeah, exactly. Like, I shouldn't care about that. Like, I don't really care about it on novice, but if I can just make a stopover on Vulcanus, I mean, I could just request it now. Like, I don't think I care about going there to get it. But how much do you think is going to be good? Should I get like 4,800 like refined concrete? Like, should I just get like a full chest full? Whatever, should I just make it 5,000? Like, does that seem reasonable? Is that outrageous? Is that way too much? Right, so that makes sense. Okay. But you need refined for some of the recipes, but you can use basically bricks, like, if you wanted to. Available on planet. So why isn't it shipping up right now? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it's coming. Concrete is on the way. Yeah, so we'll start getting that filled up. I might want to interact with this thing a bit more than just here, but I still think that this could be closer now. I think what I'll do is I will just make sure that I don't use the last bit of water for making fuel. So I'll just do some kind of circuitry thing to, like, say, like, something like this, I think, because I can disable it. So only enable it when the water is more than 1,000 or something like that, so that I always have water here, that I will never suck up the last bit of water making fuel. But yeah, I think we do take this out. and just move it closer. I mean, we can go as close as... Well, no, we can't because we need the belt still to go in here. So I think this would probably be the closest we could go. What did I do with these? I don't know. Probably hopped up on opium. Just kidding. That was left over from before. So yeah, there we go. I think we're good here on the back end, and now it's time to start looking at the front end. Before that, I'm gonna take a quick break. So I will just be right back in 1 minute here. Alrighty then. So that's right, we're back, and yeah. Tell me what your favorite planet is in Factorio in the chat, if you're there still chilling, and maybe tell me why is it your favorite. Does anyone have Aquilo as their favorite planet too? Would be yeah, that's interesting. So alright, that still bothers me that it's impossible to center this. Anyways, so yeah, I think we got a pretty cool setup going on here, and I think it's time to start thinking about the thinking. Think. How many times can I say? Anyways, G is my favorite planet. G in the chat for Aquilo, favorite planet. Anyways, okay, so we need to consider ammo and rockets, right? Right, Banaticus? You're kind of my expert guide here. Interesting. You can't actually craft these probably anywhere other than Vulcanus. I didn't know that. Shattered Planet. Ho. I have yet to get there, but all I've seen is like massive amounts of Glove is by far the best. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool because like you could just get unlimited anything from Gleba. So how is Gleba doing? Are we producing? Oh yeah, we're storing. So I think we've probably like cleared out a lot of them, I guess is what that means to me. Oh yeah, I think like these will shoot anything in their range, right? So like that means that all of these are done. Like they're just cooked. That's my next one. Gotta make a ship for it. Just got my 90% fuel efficient science hauler up. Nice. That's awesome, Eric. Yeah, I think Gleba is actually really cool. Like honestly, yellow bullets and rockets is what you need. Explosive rockets are worse when not going further. Yeah, and this is not going to be an endgame ship. This is going to be an Aquilo maximum ship. So good to know, Bananicus. Yeah, 90% fuel efficiency hauler. Like, how do you know that, Eric? Did you use the clock system, like the clock methodology, and then like, are you looking at like the efficiency on the right, which seems to be hidden. Is there any way for me like to like move myself over here, and when I hover over this it cuts off on the bottom? Is there any way for me to like fix that, to like not have this right side here be completely like way too cut off at the bottom? I don't know. If somebody could help me figure that out, I'd be super happy about that. But yeah, how did we get a 90% efficient science hauler? Okay, and thanks for the heads up, Banana. So basically we need, what do we need to make ammo? Control plus or minus. It's in the options. Let's try control minus. Whoa, what? Control plus and minus. So if like I'm like 700 years old, I could play like this. If I was like, yeah, like, okay, I think this is default, but this is like also even better. Like, I don't mind playing like that. Like, is this too small for everybody? But I mean, hey, at least I can see the entirety of that. So what I want, I think this is a little bit better. But yeah, that's super, super awesome. Yeah, Banana Kiss, of course, with the super vibes. Everybody else is like, yeah, it's in the options. It's in the options. Banana Kiss is like, I've got 5,000 hours of Factorio. I know every shortcut there ever was. Y'all are absolute legends. So we need manufacturing of ammo, which can only be made in this machine. So we need yellow ammo, which is a lot of iron, and that's it. How much does this produce? 3.75 per second. So we need to like speed this up maybe, or build 2 of them just to get one of these moving, which seems like we might want more than just one of these. I don't know. But then when it comes to rockets, what do we need for rockets? We want the yellow rockets. We got iron. So we definitely need more than one. I play with tooltips only showing when pressing shift. Oh, like the whole thing. How do you do that? Like the whole thing is only appears when you're pressing shift. You gotta balance fuel production and consumption. A pump on both fuel lines helps a lot. And then you balance them and get a ratio to the speed and consumption you want. Yeah, that's cool, because I've got the pumps on both sides, but I normally typically would have just set the pump on the thruster only side, but I think I might have to reconsider and do that on the oxidizer side as well, because I thought that it would only, like, it would burn at the same speed no matter what, so you only really need to control one, but then maybe it's better to control both. I don't know. Anyways, that's really cool. Yeah, I'm at less than 10 fuel a second consumption with 7 engines, then 200k stored of each. 10 fuel a second, dang, yo. And you probably go like slower, but like not that much slower, right? And I don't know, if you've got enough rockets launching the science up when you get to a planet, then it's probably better to have your efficiency on the fuel, because then you can just like show up at a planet, launch 10 rockets or 20 rockets or whatever, and then you gotta logic your belts to control the flow of asteroids, and then you can get perpetual. Oh, that's interesting, Eric. Yeah, really pretty interesting. So wait, how do I get explosives? The explosive, I think we need sulfur. Where are explosives made again? Yeah, in a chemical plant. So I'm looking in the right spot. My eyes are not open enough. So I need coal, sulfur, and water. Ooh, so we need more water over here. 2.5, not very much, but that's an interesting problem to solve, I guess, because then we have, yeah, turnaround time is huge with the fuel efficiency. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so how do I get coal and sulfur in space now? I know there's a way, I just don't know the way. Right, okay, carbon. And then can't we take the, yeah, let me just take a look at that. Tooltip settings, probably interface, and then tooltip delay 0. That's the thing on the side, or was that all the way to the right? Okay. Interface, tooltip delay, never. Ah, okay. Interesting. But what is tooltip then? Is that like when you hover over it, or same way you get rockets and coal and gleba? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure I totally understand the interface thing. What is a tooltip? It's not even giving me a tooltip. Is that why? The one under it too. Okay. Entity tooltip, never. Still, I'm not seeing it all disappear. Ah, that, okay. So, I mean, that doesn't, like, I was kind of thinking all of it would kind of disappear. Constant combinator is greater than decider combinator looped back on itself with the tick value of 60, and then you link the decider combinator. Yeah, actually, we do that, right? You link the decider combinator to the few pumps, and you go back and forth finding a sweet spot. Playing off the 60 tick counter timer, I used the blue and green poly pump as a baseline because the red is consumed faster than the oxidizer. Then you can also make it appear near the mouse. Oh, that would be interesting. I think I'm cool with just the way that it was though, which was like, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds and I don't know, 10 seconds as well, 10 milliseconds. Because yeah, it's yeah, like that's totally fine, especially if I just know that I can, like, if the only time it's ever been an issue is here and I can control minus if I really want to see the thruster. Yeah, that's super handy. Because you can just do, like, with just one constant combinator, you can do the clock, and we'll end up doing this. And I would use 100 because, I don't know, I mean, maybe we could do like 120, but even 60 I think works. And then you do A of 1 and A of input count, and then loop back on itself. And you don't need to use a constant combinator. And then I'm just going to also, for now, so it's not going away, say V greater than 20, just because later I'll hook it up to the actual velocity value and make sure that it's, yeah, so like the clock you can just do with one little constant combinator, and then we would do, we can do something like this, and I'll probably, yeah, I'll connect them and stuff a bit later. But that being said, same way we do it on gleba for the, yeah, now I'm much happier with gleba. I think we blew up all of them. Let me see here. I'm gonna put another one here. Artillery is definitely the play. I don't know why, because all of this is, I'm sure, gone at this point because they haven't been attacking us at all, and we're missing one. But we'll get there with the Vulcanus export. You've got mail. You've got these, yeah. So you're still on your way to Fulgi from Novice, and then you'll go back to Vulcanus. Yeah, you'll eventually get that last one there. So let's see here. Back to Santa Sleigh. Okay, so how do we, yeah, oh, I was looking at gleba for something else actually. It was constant T2 decider, and then the decider loop backed on itself. Constant sets the 60 tick signal. Oh, okay. Yeah, and see, what I would do is just have this pump say enable when A is less than or greater than actually like 55. So then when it's counting, then it'll only be there. So I don't know. I mean, to each their own. Like a constant combinator to control this stuff would probably be worthwhile, but otherwise I think you can just go into each pump itself and change the value that you want it to be enabled on, or how much. And that's kind of why I liked 100, but maybe there's a case to say Because then I can say like, okay, more than 80, 85, or even 90 means kind of roughly that it's going to be enabled 10% of the time, but not that that really matters. And then maybe there's an argument to say that using a multiple of tick values never appear on their own if you aren't going to make it appear near your mouse. It takes like a day to get used to it, but having your tooltips near your mouse is nice. Yeah, that's interesting. Because, yeah, then you're always looking over to the side, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. What I need to do is get explosives here. So how do I get coal? We're coal synthesizing the carbon. So we're getting it's consumption per second in game, and that's why I stuck with the 60 count. Yeah, and that makes sense because the 60 ticks gives you 1 second, and then I don't know. Right, so we're not doing it this way, but we are doing it this way, and then getting sulfur and the carbon, which the carbon, do we do coal synthesis in a, we can't do coal synthesis in a biolab, right? Yeah, it's made in a chemical plant. Okay, that's what I was like, no way we have biolabs up in space. That doesn't make sense. Fish breeding. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that's, yeah, anyway, so coal synthesis. So this, wow, this actually takes quite a bit. Because how much is this taking? Wow, just to get that 0.5 coal. Ooh, this is an interesting situation here. Well, I think this, so if we need 0.31 per second, this makes 0.5, so we kind of want like 3 of these, right? Just to get, I don't know, is that reasonable? Like get 1.5 per second and then have like 5, but then 5 of these, yeah, I don't know. If you don't put prod in coal synthesis, then you get perfect ratio of sulfur and carbon for explosives. If I don't put productivity in the coal synthesis, then you get perfect ratio of sulfur and carbon for explosives. Out of this though? So what do I need? Banana, help me with some of your expertise here, because I don't want to think about this anymore. I just want it to work. We're gonna need water for both, which is another thing. We'll probably have to get just one water ice machine up here, but this is kind of what we need, right? Like, because we need to have kind of this, and then we need to have this, and then we need to have this, and this, right? Because I guess this makes twice as much. So if this makes 0.67 per second, we only really need the half of this. So we're only going to need 0.25 of the sulfur, which gives us, I don't know, what is 0.25? What is 0.67 minus the 0.25 is like 0.42. Okay. Not in terms of items per second, but the... Right. Because this is going to make 5 carbon and 2 sulfur. And this is going to consume those 5 carbon and 1 sulfur. Or in other words, it's going to consume half of this. 5 carbon and 2 sulfur. 5 carbon and 1 sulfur makes 1 coal. 1 coal. Right, okay, I see what you mean. So it is a perfect ratio. It's just that, like, the different, I don't know, crafting times and stuff. Like, yeah. So I think, is this adequate then? Is one set of these machines adequate? Which would be able to make, I mean, maybe if we speed moduled it a little bit, we could have 2 of these machines making rockets to get like basically 0.6 per second. If we could bump this up, we could bump up the explosive production to like 0.62 roughly. I have probably don't have, don't go too fast. Just don't go, yeah, just craft X rockets per second and then work back from that. Right. And so what is X rockets per second? Like, should I make 1 per second? Is that too much? That's 3 of these machines, right? So that's basically, that's 0.934, which we also need 0.938. So we'd be missing, I mean, this is a little bit incorrect, I think, but basically, like, we could have 2 of these, and probably 2 of those. And then that's going to give us 1 per second won't make you wait for too long. Right, and that's the only thing, is because if you're doing less, then you're just waiting for a while and making sure you don't go too fast. Or at least just make sure you have a decent stockpile in your inventory, so that as you travel there, you just, yeah, my ship used 1 of each recipe in epic quality building. So that's 3 of each in normal quality. And actually, yeah, I guess I only have uncommon these. I don't have these or these in any higher quality, which I probably should, but we'll get to the quality grind a bit later. Yeah, so I think this is pretty much gonna do it, because this will produce 1 per second, which is just a little bit more than we need here. Slice Bike, hey, welcome. Good morning. I guess it's probably the next day for you. Is it the 26th? Right, like this crafting speed for Epic is almost twice as fast, but not quite. But yeah, so if these make 2 coal, and these consume 1 coal, then these consume, wait, these consume 1. Oh, I've got 1 extra machine. Brains. Actually, we only need 1 of these then. Right? It's 1 p.m. on the 25th. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. over here. Playing guess what game? That's awesome. That's awesome. That's the vibes. That's the vibes we're talking about over here. Yeah. Nothing like staying up way too late and playing Factorio. So wait, so this will be able to make, so we need 2.5 carbon here, which this will be able to make, those 2, right? And then we need the 0.5, and we need 1 sulfur per second, which this also will be able to make. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just looking at this here, though, and, like, I think that there's some sense to basing it off numbers per second. Because, yeah, like, and that's easy enough. Like, these 2 need 0.25 each. My head's kind of in the way, but 0.25 each of sulfur and coal. This 1 machine here will make the 0.5 coal that I need per second and consume the 2.5. But I should be able to get, as long as I have the supplies, just over 3. Yeah, so this should work. This kind of ratio should work. And then I could potentially, well, I need to, probably need to do something a little bit different with this, like put these all on a belt, kind of in line or something. I don't know. Or like have this kind of go here. Maybe. I mean, this could work, right? Well, not really. I guess this could work. Where then I have this. Sort of, but not really. Because this needs sulfur and coal. And the coal is coming from here. And this just needs sulfur. So that doesn't actually work. I think it might be beneficial to, like, maybe we could still do something like this, but we need to get the coal from this machine into those two, which does maybe make a case for something like this. And then like this. I mean, that doesn't look too terribly bad. We could put Christmas lights in the middle. Now, the only problem with this is that we need... Well, we can back these off one and use longies. Right? And that way we can get water through here. And yeah, it's just this one that we can't quite get on that side. Which maybe there's a case to be made about something like this. Right? Because then we could potentially bring this closer. And then water come out like this. Maybe? Maybe? I mean, I'm not terribly opposed to that. We'll see. I mean, this is looking okay so far. I guess we would still have to... Oh, who's yelling at me? Gleba? You destroying stuff still? Thought I blew you all up. Alright, well, good to know you're not all blown up. Like, these should be dead, right? Because they're in the turret radius. It's just a matter of, like, I haven't scouted them again. I should probably make radars here. I don't think I am making radars here. I do have them. Where are they? I mean, they're just chilling here. I mean, I'm making radars here, right? I'll probably just leech radars off there when I need it, but I think there's a like we could probably put some radars in here some places. I think I have a few that I've put down, but I don't know. Let's just kind of go through here real quick and slap down a couple radars so I can start, you know, beeping far away kind of thing. Whatever, we'll clean this up later if we need to, but I'm just gonna go real fast. Real fast. That's probably even fine. You can ship a Spidertron over to get Gleba in check. Oh yeah. That's a good point. I do have these here. So, and they keep their stuff inside of them, right? So maybe I will just ship one of these bad boys over there. But I mean, then again, I'm pretty content with things just there. So how do I want to... Like, that's kind of cool for that. But then part of me is just like, well, if it was closer, then I could direct insert. into here, but then I can't get that one. And this is 0.5, each one of these. So like I kind of need to do that, right? I mean, what if, I'm trying to keep it compact, so what if I did something like this? That would work, right? Oh, and that's even more compact if I just take that out. Speed module, the rockets, that's a good point, actually, because then I could just have two. I could fit a solar panel or something in the middle. I should do that. I should just ship up some speed modules, because, yeah. I don't know. Why can't I put things in there? Oh, I just... yeah, just give me 1 second though, guys. I'll be right back once more. Okay, sorry about that. So what do these even do, actually? Speed plus 65, so maybe I don't even need those. Especially on this project. Probably just put these. And productivity 3. Oh, they're full. Let's do half of each of these. Right, you can't shift click them. Okay, there we go. Shift right click I'm trying to do. Efficiency modules. I should have already started that. Wonder how much spoilage. Yeah, I've got 1,000 spoilage, so should have already started efficiency 3 modules. I don't think I want to right now though, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Deliver this to Santa. We definitely don't need quality modules on this rocket. I mean, we could ship quality modules up, and we should actually. We will shift control right click. Why? Why can't I control right click into there? I can control right click to get half out, but I can't anyways. There we go. Yeah, because I want those on Aquilo. Not that I'm going to use them on the ship, but I do want them on Aquilo. In fact, I kind of want a full stack of the qualities, because there's probably going to be some things I want there. But either way, let's send that up to Santa. And let's see here. Did I already get those? Yes, I did. So let me just grab these and speed module. Right, so now I can easily use up that. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love it, because now I can direct insert. Just like my wildest dreams are now have come true. Right, and then even then, like I probably could speed module the one chemical plant. I mean, we're taking a... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how fast can I make this? How fast can we go? Yeah, I mean, I can over double it. So if I could... I don't have those there. But we can definitely get a couple of those up there, right? Probably gonna want these two, so let me just ship those there, just for when we actually get to Aquilo. Let me just see if I can basically do the same thing, but with just one of each. I think that would be ideal, and potentially even just one of these. Instead of like, I mean, the whole thing could be speed module the same, I think. I mean, you can get 4 modules in here, but not in chemical plants, so maybe there's something to be said about that. But I think either way, which is the one that I want to put it in here? This one. Let's pick that one up. Right, so this now takes the 1 point. So this gives us the 1 rocket per second that we want. I don't need this. 1.25, yeah, I don't need the extra great ones in there. And then maybe 1 speed module in there. Gives us more than enough of the coal that we need. There's 0.75, we need 0.6. So yeah, I think that's even better, just to keep the design as small as possible. Then we probably could almost like bump this out and bring this one over here. And then we're producing the same thing with way less space. So this, I think we've distilled it now with this to like the absolute like minimum. So wait. Well, I guess I have to speed module that, right? And that's just over what I need. Yeah. So yeah, like this is much nicer little kind of module of rockets. So that's great. Thank you everybody who participated in designing that. I think it's a brilliant little piece. I don't think I could get any smaller or compact. I'd like to like bump this one over a bit, but we need that to insert into there, and if we want to put those straight together, then they wouldn't be able to insert into each other. So I mean, there's probably a world where that could happen, but anyways, we're not super constrained on space for this ship. That's the point. But yeah, so then same thing here, I guess, for ammo. Maybe if we just slap a speed module in there, and then we think about how much we need per second for iron plates. We need basically 20, I mean, just over 20, basically 21 per second. And this won't cut it, but if we do that, that also won't cut it. But then we also need to actually get the molten iron from this one. And these are basically a 1-to-1 ratio as is, but maybe these would be better served. I mean, this one we could put productivity in there, maybe 2 productivity and 2 speed modules. And what do we get? That's pretty good actually. That's, maybe we don't even need like those. 180. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Because then we can have one of these. We can have another one of those. And we can just do that. Is that the most space efficient way of doing it? I think so. Right? And then we have 24 iron, which is 27 iron, I guess. Which maybe we can just like drop these down just a hair. Then we're still at 26 iron, so I don't know, maybe a hair more. I think we maybe don't even need that quality. Yeah, we actually don't. Or we could like use the quality and then take some productivity out of it. Similarly here, right? Because now we're actually... oops, I guess I missed one. But what if we slap one productivity in each one of these? Now we're getting 9, but then if we like do this, now we're getting 10. 10.6. Ooh. We're tweaking this. And what I say, 21? So this is like perfect ratio. And then if this is 66, that's 132 roughly that we need. And then we could probably productivity this even one more. Oh, and we're not quite, but then we can tweak it just a little bit and get 135. Ooh, yeah. I love it. I love this stuff. This is super fun. So like we're using the technology that's available to us at this time. And and drowsy squid. Sorry, man. My grandma's ain't around anymore. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so is 4.5 ammo per second gonna be right? I think so. I don't think we need that anymore. And this is gonna take like something like 30 megawatts, 33. Ooh, that's gonna be quite a bit. Should we be building a 2 reactor ship with this kind of like power hungry consumption going on? Because like, yeah, that makes me really question my life choices here, because like, I guess you can't really see it unless I move myself over and do the whole control minus thing. But like, we're looking at 9.75, so basically 10, 30 megawatts right there. And then this is another megawatt. This is 1.3, so that's 32 and a half, we'll say. We'll call this 34, 35, and 36 megawatts. And that's not even including, well, these don't really take that much. And actually these should be, do you need that much iron? Well, that's a good point, but like for these, for this kind of production, we do. But I guess it's like, do we really need this much production? And even this, like, do we really need one of these like speed modules so hardcore? Maybe we could get away with like, they can't be used on intermediate products, but maybe we could just do like this, like 3.75 per second, as long as we're building it up, waiting. I don't think we do. So maybe I'm just getting excited because now I'm like, well, now we have 17. Productivity seems like a smart choice just because, yeah, maybe we just take out one of those and put efficiency. Does that still check out? Yeah, because now we're looking at 15, 17 point something, and we're looking at 17, basically 17.2. And yeah, we're actually looking for 17.2. So now I think this was a wise choice, because now this is 14, 21.25, 23. I think that's reasonable now. I don't know. And with all these, like, they're 42 kilowatts. Like, this is basically nothing. These need to be efficiencyed, right? So now this whole section uses like 42 kilowatts times 6. times 10, so 420 kilowatts, plus another 400. So this is like 1 megawatt. This is just less than 1 megawatt. And then this is our whole ammo production and everything. But then we haven't accounted for our grabbers, like the grabbers. Oops. I had like 1 or 2 of these. Just gonna stick that down for a second. So this can use quite a bit of power, like these things, but again, only a megawatt or so. So yeah, I think this is pretty good for what I want. $67 yellow ammo and 11 yellow over. Okay. Grabbers are negligible. Smile. Not really. I don't know. Maybe you're right, Sly. But like they seem like they use a lot, but maybe they don't because they're not always grabbing or something like that. But yeah, Astro, that's really helpful because then with these, let me just stay over here. Because then with these, like 67 yellow per minute. So I really don't need this much even. So maybe I'll just like efficiency module that one more. Because that's what? That's like 1 per second. So if I'm making 3 per second, that's more than enough. And rockets, if I'm making like 1 per second, then that's again like way more than enough. So I think I'm going a little bit hardcore on how much. 0.9. So if I efficiency this once more, that's 1, and this is requesting 0.9. Yeah. And we could still efficiency these just because. And like, should I have this much trying to come out? Maybe not. Maybe 1 efficiency module in there would be also nice. Well, I don't know. I think I'm cool with that. Well, I do like the ratio there. Anyways, I think we're good on that. I think we just need to like actually build the rest of the design here. I think we're also probably going to need some kind of entering into and out of the space platform hub. I guess we can sushi belt ammo and rockets on one side and then the actual asteroid contents on the other side still. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, rockets only need to be up here, right? Like, that's a good question, chat. Like, do I need rocket launchers on the side and or back of the ship? Maybe I do. I guess probably. Just kind of think about this for a second. I think maybe if we did that there, that would be pretty cool. But can we do that there? Kind of need this. I mean, we could probably do something like that. I don't know. I think that works. Kind of keeps it pretty tight. Pretty compact. If you don't stop moving, you only need them from the front. But a few at the sides won't hurt. Okay, thanks, Fen. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not sure I'm super happy. If you park Aquilo for a while, you need total rocket coverage. Okay. Including like off the back is interesting. Actually, that's a good point. I should probably send some rocket turrets up. I don't think I'll need more than 10, but still. Yeah, because those are big. Like, them be the big uns, am I right? So we want to make sure we're covered in that sense. Maybe this one goes here and this one goes here. And then, like, this is 8.6. We actually just really need both to get to that. We don't really need much getting to the rocket production. What if we had this in the middle, actually? I don't know. I mean, I like the symmetry of it. I'm preferring a bit to the right as my quote-unquote symmetry block, then maybe that makes sense. And then like a module kind of like this. We could have some circuitry over there, maybe? I don't know. I mean, we still need to get in and out of this. It's kind of a pain in the butt, the way this is set up. I mean, what about this? That works. And we still need to get the ammo out. Like, the rockets could go there. The ammo out could go sneaky like this. Sneaky bleaky. I don't know. And this whole thing could rotate one so that things are kind of going in the up direction. I mean, we still need to get a crusher for iron ore. That's easy enough, though. Well, then also the calcite, right? So that's an interesting thing to think about, is like, well, we're making, hold on. Calcite, that's going to make roughly one per second. It's not going to consume much calcite, but the water that we need, how much water do we need? We need very little, like 10, right? And so 1 per second makes like 20. So we only need half the water in basically a quarter of the calcite. I don't really care about the copper, actually. I think this would be worthwhile. Yeah, this apparently is balanced for rocket production. Like, we're still gonna have, we're gonna have to have an in and an out for this that like deals with the garbage, so to speak. Which maybe this is better if it's here. Like one down. Well, here maybe I guess would be the ideal, and then similarly here. We might be able to do this and then this. And then flip that and bring this here. And do something about water. Water maybe on the inside, so maybe this goes over here. And this goes here. And then, like, this doesn't matter. We can always do that. And then this still needs to get into there. But like, I'm just thinking, if we have one belt, it would be nice to have it going along here. And yeah, I mean, ooh, that's dang close. I'd kind of like to have the ice going up here. which means like maybe we just move this over one. And then this can go up that one as well. I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's another one, which is kind of, well, that can't really go up. Well, we can do an underground here. It's actually maybe arguably better, right? And then this can go here, and then we could just have this here, which is kind of where I'd like it. Oh wait, that wasn't the right spot, right? Here. Yeah, that's in the right spot. And this can go there, and then we can have water in here, and we can have calcite here with the iron. And then that means we need these, and these, and of course they need to be filtered with the 3 going out, right? And then we can have our belt. Aquilo or bust. Yeah, and I think we're kind of bust right now. Like the ship design process is taking a while. And who knows, maybe then this whole thing could go out, just bump out one. Well, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to think how I get the belt over there, which sucks that it's just one more, man. So I think what we'd have to do is just kind of go down. And yeah, I mean, we can still do that and probably fit some more stuff there. Or even, actually, now that I see this, right? I don't know. Nice and tight. Okay, and then we can be getting both of these in. Now, I guess you're right. Like, I mean, I need to pay attention to the limits here with this. Hold on. Let's see if I can, no, that's the wrong display. Exo sent me this in the Discord. Ooh, ouch. Crazy how that just like goes, just like butter just melts through it. Anyways, cool. Yeah, so I think we're getting to a place where this is pretty good. We might even be able to like get this out there for rockets, which leaves a lot of space for solar panels and stuff. Yeah, I guess my concern is like, could this potentially fill up on calcite before filling up on ice? I mean, we only need that one ice. We need about half the ice. And we need, like I said, a quarter of the calcite. So that's a problem, isn't it? Well, this should also be like maybe we should be outputting the output of this onto a belt and then making sure that the calcite is used and the ice is used in their respective manners. Because otherwise, like, we're just gonna have to dump the extra no matter what. So, like, we need to make sure that the calcite is being dumped. And got all my concrete, right? No. Why not? Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's because it's loaded with this stuff, so maybe like auto requesting and fulfilled requests. Why? Like why is it not sending stuff up right now? Like, are we out of something critical? No. Like, this is automatic requests. It's full. All requests fulfilled, it says? No, like, you're chilling. Anybody have any idea why this is not sending? Is it a glitch? Is it like I feel like I've seen this before on Vulcanus, but like clearly like they're ready. They've loaded the refined concrete, but they're just not sending it? Like, am I missing something obvious here? Like, why is it not sending this up? Says import from. Like, these should be... Is it because these are unfulfilled and they're taking... No. I don't know. The calcite overflows, right? So I'm like, well, it's probably important that the calcite gets out no matter what. And similarly, the water, I guess. I mean, I guess it's basically guaranteed to overflow on calcite. And what the heck is this one for? This is not important. This one, right? Like, I feel like that's a glitch. Like, I feel like I've looked it over a few times and I don't know. Like, it's not like I just turned off requests. The requests are there. It's looking from the right planet. I don't know. We'll keep designing this. So and like this one will only have the ingredient that I need. This one could also potentially overflow on something. But I don't really have the brain power to figure out what it might overflow on. It would be sulfur, which it could potentially overflow on. Right? Which kind of sucks. Like, how you don't really get two products in a normal situation. You don't really have to deal with that, but that's where I'm like, well, what if I said, like, did some kind of just simple circuitry where if this was full of calcite and this wasn't working, then this could dump calcite too, and then I could just dump this off on that side. Like this, and then I can also output this onto that side. And maybe like only calcite goes past here. I don't know. Is this just the most horrible solution you've seen, or right? And anything that goes out there is just gets dumped. But like this, making 3.8 carbon, and we're consuming the 3.7, that leaves like 0.13 potential carbon. But then this is consuming 0.5 and 0.75, which means that 1.25, which gives us basically 0.3 sulfur. So we should be able to just put a filter on here and say only sulfur, but then also maybe like a conditional as well here, where we just decide like only dump sulfur when this is full, like when this if we read the ingredients, if carbon is 0, and we can uninclude in crafting because that doesn't really matter. Well, or does it? Maybe it does, but if green carbon is 0 and then there's carbon and there's sulfur stacked in here, which would be like the recipe makes 2 sulfur. But if there's no carbon, and then we get a signal of greater than or equal to 2 sulfur on the green signal, no, the red signal I think I said, yeah. And this would be read contents. Include in crafting? No. Well, it doesn't really matter. So if we have no carbon in here, but we have 2 or more sulfur, then give this a signal to say dump. I think that makes sense, right? Pretty simple. And then similarly over here, we could use another constant combinator to say, basically, if this one would be the calcite overflows, so it would be like saying if there's no water here, I think would be very similar. Or no ice, I guess. If ice is 0 and what do we do here? We read the one that blocks. So if we say if ice is 0 but this one's a little bit more interesting, I guess, because I want to just set the filter here on this one instead. Which I think we could just do something like this. That like, it should always do ice. And then I will add the calcite value of 1 only when this. Okay, and then set filters. And that's all I need to do for that one. But I also need to work this in, which would say if calcite is greater than and or equal to 2 as well. Right? Oh yeah, because that should be fine. Now read contents. And this one could include in crafting. Again, this doesn't matter, I don't think, because... Yeah, but this is the one that we'd want to have include in crafting. I think that makes sense. Yeah, and then we just make sure we dump that. And then I think we've kind of solved every part of this. Pretty hectic. Now, the only thing is, yeah, I think we want to put those both on the same belt. On the same side yet. So I think that's good though. I think I will just try to, yeah, I guess I want to move this down one. Maybe I want this to be our access point. I mean, I guess we kind of need the nuclear fuel access point, but I kind of want the belt. The belt needs to come past here, but it also kind of needs to go down. Well, because we're gonna have like turrets here as well. Let's see if we can just bump this side out. Cool. And then that means that, probably would be ideal to have it come, like, be there. Which means, like, couldn't we just... Can we just build these out on the sides? I don't know, I'm kind of digging that. Yeah, then we can even fit one there. You only need one cargo hub to connect, right? So I mean, you could just technically make it all like along the side. But I'm digging this design, because then we can get a belt down and in here, and then over. And we can access it, and then we can do some logic stuff there, maybe. We've still got our center ship. We'll keep an eye on. I think I've got a couple of these. Yeah, there we go. Oh, actually... Yeah, that should be good. I think that's all the storage I want. Yeah, and then we can even go like this. So I kind of like that. And that should be lots and lots of storage. So still we weren't able to figure out like why the heck these things are not launching up. And I even checked the box and unchecked it. Oh, requests are fulfilled, it says. No. Like, this is from... What if I switch this and then switch it back? Now it's saying these are on the way, so maybe that was a bit of the issue. Maybe I switched these to... I don't know. Well, we'll see if these... actually get launched. Yeah, they're launching now finally, so we'll see how this works in a moment. Right, and then this way we can straight up just have direct insertion and outsertion. And then we can get our belt like straight across here. Which we know it needs to go there. But like maybe, yeah, I guess trying to see if it needs to be here. Yeah, right? But at the same time, like, so why unfulfilled requests? Like, why wouldn't these be coming? Those are available. Just because it started taking stuff from the concrete, like, is the refined concrete like that big of a deal? Yeah, it's like, it's ready. It just doesn't want to launch the refined concrete for some reason. Like, it's just bugged. I don't know. Like, the refined concrete shouldn't have a problem. It says all requests fulfilled. I think that's just in here, though. And so, I don't know. I'm just confused. Like, maybe just turn this off. Right? But then now it's like still in there. Why? Nobody knows. Who's requesting this? Oh, you know why? I bet you. Because I bet you this is on another ship? Ah, that's why. Oh, derp. So my other spaceship. So that's the obvious thing I was overlooking. Yeah, is there another request? Yeah, that's exactly it. So now I've got all this refined concrete here that I don't need in my old personal ship, which makes me think, oh, don't be taking this from. Yeah, take that from Gleba. Now I've got all this here, and I'm like, well, what the heck am I going to do with concrete? Like, I could send it to Gleba, so I can drop all that concrete there and pave the crap out of that hideous planet. Sorry if you're a Gleba planet lover, but like, this world just begs to be paved over. I knew it. Remember back when I like when I like accidentally changed the name and then tried to change the name back and did all these weird things, and then all of a sudden it was just, I don't know, it was just mega problems. Just gonna use all that concrete and pave that entire place. Notice how it's been peaceful and we haven't been bothered by the locals here. Not hideous. I knew you used Sleigh. It's not hideous. Leave it alone. Look at how like doodaddy it is and just full of big boomer puffs and whatever. Like, I just ate a whole bunch of cheeseburgers and I got my house for $36,000. Just kidding. Sorry. Sorry if you're a boomer, okay? Don't mean to offend your puffiness. Okay, so I mean we're making progress. We're making progress here. And I don't think this needs to be filtered. Shouldn't be, but take that stuff out. Anyways, we probably could just dump the spent uranium into outer space, right? Like, it's a thing, right? Why wouldn't we? We should just throw it on the sushi belt with the asteroids and then filter, insert, dump that off. Oops. Or Well, we have one spot there that we could use for outsertion. Anyways, this needs to be fixed. So now, can you request these? Or are you going to be problematic still? Archimedes, did you drop all your concrete? Imagine being able to... Yeah, right, right. I got my house for $36,000. Dang, boomer puff. Anyways, so here, yeah, you can pick up more stuff. That's fine. You can pick up more of this stuff from Gleba. And then you could just I'll come back to you. Okay, so I think we're at a pretty good spot here. We just need to start thinking about our rocket turrets. And how many rocket turrets do we need? Actually don't need them that far out, which is nice. And we can daisy chain rocket turrets, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, like, let's at least think about the future of the front of the ship here. So yeah, like that's probably good for their placement there. They don't hit stuff, right? Oh no, sorry, that was... And like, I shouldn't need... Like, there's some pretty wild coverage on these, with these things, right? So... So like, that's probably reasonable. Like, I don't think... I don't need more... Oh, how did I do that? Okay, that's what I wanted to see. Interesting, okay. Like, as far as coverage, like, that's probably pretty good. Do we think that I need more on the sides? Like, maybe on the front, yeah, like, and maybe even just, like, 2 more like this? And maybe they can even just be, like, if I'm not daisy chaining them, like, put them together, right? Like, that should be fine. And did my concrete come? It's on the way, okay. Because then I'll put the belt kind of right in front of it. Now, this might create some problems if I don't limit the amount that I'm producing, but we'll get there. But at least, like, those are mostly taken care of, right? So that is pretty reasonable. And then... then we need turrets. Which can just go on the other side. I don't know. I mean, should we daisy chain these? Should we daisy chain turrets, or is that also not ideal? I mean, if they're all here... is that enough? Is that sufficient? This is not quite centered, actually. Now it is. Right, and then so these would probably need to be a little bit closer to each other. Like we could still do that, but then like we'd probably want maybe a couple at this level. Maybe even one up just to be close to the garbage belt. So what are you thinking about this? How's this? Do we need more turrets in between? Maybe even one more on... Well, we need room for the grabbers, which we should also consider, but I think like if I was to put one here, they're easy to put here, that's not a problem. Right? And then how do we get ammo down there? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is probably reasonable, right? I mean, I could certainly do one more there pretty easily. And I mean, we could squish these together because why not? What did I do wrong here? I didn't. Should I be doing that? Like, should these be only large asteroids? Like big, right? Like they shouldn't. These shouldn't be. The rocket turrets should only be at big, huge, big and huge. Right? And I mean, I'm probably not going to take this near Prometheum, but maybe that's something. Ignore unlisted targets. And then these does this need to be prioritized as well? To like shoot at small? And then do these need to be ignoring the big ones? Or is it just prioritize the small ones? So I should know that before I paste them on everything. Right, okay. Because I'm guessing once, like, when the big and huge ones break, they turn into smaller ones that these will then shoot. So... I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, we need to just... keep this as a memoir for now of the front of the ship. Okay, so let's take a look at grabbers. Like I think this could be pretty easily just out to there. Similarly, oh, that's off by one. That's interesting. That should be out to there. Yeah, that's correct. Avadi! Hey, 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 and a merry ho ho. How you doing? How you doing? Hello. Alright, cool. So I think that would be good there. We probably could just filter a belt that goes out this way, right? Like, I don't think it needs to be sushi. Like, we could probably do something. We don't need to, like, slink it down. Something like this. I don't know if we need. Yeah, definitely. We over here chilling. Like, I don't think I need to do this, right? Like, this is overkill. Kilo or bust. Probably gonna bust, because I have to go soon-ish. Pretty soon, actually. In the next 10 minutes or so, actually, I have to head out. But this is probably overkill, right? I mean, yeah, make space, insert. I should probably just do a filter inserter. Well, I guess I can't filter insert. Well, I can do a splitter, I guess what I'm trying to say. And then let's say it's only going to be on the inside. So then I could do like this. Long-handed inserter chaining. Yeah. That works. That makes sense. Yes. Well, not actually. Chem plants, like over here. Just checking to see if we're full on sulfur. If we fill up on sulfur, then we want to dump some sulfur. And similarly here, if we're full on calcite, then we want to dump some calcite through here. But let me just see here. So if I do this, calcium 4 head. Wait, what? Then we can go here, and then that actually works out pretty nicely. Now we'll get ammo for everything there, but then we have a slightly similar but different challenge to solve here, which is that we're going this way, and yet again, it's the inside. So that means it's going to be the inside. Which maybe we just do this. And then we just go straight here, and then sure we have a little bit of buildup of the other stuff, but like whatever. Bananicus, tell me what I don't need to do, please. Because where were you when I was building that wacky contraption? I guess this won't actually work because there could be like ammo piled up, and then there could be like some rockets over here or something. Like it won't be a good 1-to-1 ratio of ammo and rockets. So actually, I don't know, kind of not that great. But I guess the inserter method is probably going to be the go. Like, we just can filter out the things that we want. And we could probably do... Yeah, not splitting for sulfur overflow. This here. We're trying to get ammo down to these turrets without doing like a full loop belt here. Like this is, yeah, like this would definitely work. So, and I don't know, maybe this is just the simplest solution. Right? then we're trying to pull off of, I don't know. Maybe this is just what we do. Like this works. And similarly, we go here, and we go down here, and then we come up here. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I think that's just the easiest way to get that down there. And these don't actually need to be here, do they? No, those are kind of old news. Feel to squeeze a battery in there, but I think that should cover us. Except, of course, these. These. Doesn't really matter. In a complicated solution, right? Right? I love to overcomplicate things. Just for the fun of it. You restarted, Jar? No, I didn't. If you're watching the series, though, that is a restart. This is my main game save that I got to. I basically started the live stream series on Gleba here, but then like I already had the space set up and everything. So we went to Gleba and then we came here and cleared this out and built our productivity thing. Yeah, exactly. So the series itself, though, I kind of started after I started the YouTube channel. I started this game save before I started the YouTube channel, seriously. And so I was like pretty far in this game. And then I was like, oh, well, I want to restart and do like a full detailed series where I post videos every day on the YouTube channel. And then, yeah, the live stream, we do this game save. So we got two game saves for sure. And then this here, I guess, is a bit of an issue because we're trying to get this to come through here and dump on that side, which means either we have to dump on the ammo on this side, or we have to like get it to come through here and then back, which could also probably just be fine, I guess. Like we could just do this. I don't know. Oh, I started both from 0, yeah. I don't think you really can migrate. Maybe you can? I don't know. I mean, now this just looks kind of crazy. Definitely pretty awkward. You know what we do? We do a hybrid solution here. Right? There we go. Not a problem. And that's going to be placing these things on the outside, which is what we want. So we just keep that in mind. And we've got a garbage chute here, which we might even use for other stuff in certain circumstances. And then we can put ammo. This is something I guess we also wanted. We also wanted to come into here, so we're really sushiing this belt all over the place. Yeah, sure you can. I think Nilos migrated his mega base so that he can instantly do the crazy stuff even before the release. I don't think he did, actually. I think that he started a new base. I could be wrong, because I'm not super close with what he was doing before. But I think he just had Factorio Space Age before. the public release and like probably spent like 20 hours playing to get to that point where he was going to space. I don't know. But yeah. How do we do this? Should we just do this and then just come back here? I mean, that seems kind of ugly for sure. Right. Yeah, he just started. I kind of figure that's. I mean, we could kind of go down here. I don't know. But I definitely want to get one more in there. Man, it's a long process designing a ship. Holy smokes. 3 hours we've been playing. We're not even getting to Aquilo. But that being said, it's the holiday season, right? Holiday season. So we got time. We'll be back on this on Friday. I'll have to figure this out. We really need to get in there. I mean, we could axe this and we could do it from the side. I think that's going to be the best thing. As much as I love my... I don't even think we need this. I think we could just do it like this. I love my symmetry and this breaks it. Because then there's two... Well, this could be maybe a little bit more symmetrical. But then, yeah, there's like two... I don't know. I think that's reasonable. I think I can live with that. Yeah, and that's not too out of control. Some things in life you just got to be a little bit asymmetrical, but not too asymmetrical. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Okay, well, I think I'm going to have to leave it there, you guys. It's been great. I'd love to stay on for a couple more hours, but it's Christmas, and we're going to spend some time with the family. But yeah, it's been great. Love all the input. You guys help a lot when it comes to building these things. So, yeah, from here, we will get the pincers on in the early next episode and launch our ship. So, yeah, I personally love the idea of just starting fresh, doing it. But I mean, if you got a lot of time built in the save, then it makes sense. But anyways, that being said, you guys, thanks for stopping by. Vadi, Bananicus, Green, Sleigh, all my best buds on the Factorio interwebs. Designing some is a handicap. It is, and that's what I mean. Is like there's certain things you can't do anything about it, right? Like this symmetry looks awesome, but like you got one space there, and usually go on one side. just put them over here, and yeah, no, it totally makes sense. But yeah, anyways, everybody, like I said, probably 3 or 4 times. It's gonna be okay. Bye. I just go. Yeah, so you're the best. Always just want to keep playing Factorio. It's definitely not an addiction. No, it's definitely okay. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Beep boop bop and a ho ho ho, and get well soon, Avadi. And yeah, everybody, thanks for stopping in. Have a great day.